Welcome, dear seekers. Today, we explore a profound topic, one that holds the key to unlocking our deepest potential and guiding us through life with unmatched wisdom and clarity. We are talking about the innate intuition that some might say is reserved for the chosen ones. But what if I told you that each one of us holds this potent ability within us, waiting to be fully realized and harnessed? Innate intuition is not merely a spontaneous occurrence or a fleeting gut feeling. It is the profound capability to understand the essence of things without the need for conscious reasoning. You might have experienced moments when you just knew something without knowing why. That, my friends, is intuition at work. Let's start by understanding how intuition speaks to us. Often, it whispers in a quiet voice, through feelings, images, or even physical sensations. It is subtle, yet profound. So, how do you differentiate between mere thoughts and true intuitive insights? This is where the art of listening and being comes into play. Intuition requires a clear, open channel to communicate effectively. This means our minds must be free from clutter, fears, prejudices, and incessant thoughts that typically cloud our judgment. Have you ever noticed how the most profound insights come to you when you are calm and at peace, perhaps during a walk in nature or in the stillness of the early morning?
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
To cultivate such clarity, regular meditation is invaluable. It trains us to observe our thoughts without attachment, creating space for intuition to emerge. But beyond meditation, there is another crucial practice: silence. In silence, we not only hear but also understand deeper truths. When was the last time you allowed yourself to be in complete silence, without distractions, truly present with your own being? This leads us to the importance of presence. Being fully present in each moment allows us to tune into subtle intuities that are otherwise overshadowed by the noise of our daily lives. Presence is not merely about being physically in a space, but being wholly absorbed by the now, with every sense engaged and every thought centered. Now think about the times when your intuition guided you. How did it feel? What was the outcome? Reflecting on these instances can reinforce your trust in this inner guidance system. Trust is fundamental because, without it, we cannot take the bold steps often required to follow our intuitive leads. Intuition also often requires us to be fearless. It asks us to step into the unknown, guided only by a feeling or a sense that something is right. This can be daunting. How do we cultivate the courage to trust something so intangible? It starts with small steps. By acting on small intuitive nudges, we begin to build a foundation of trust and courage, which prepares us for larger leaps when bigger decisions or life changes call for it. Remember, intuition connects us not only with our highest self but also with the universe at large. It is a sacred communication, a divine guidance. To honor this, we must also learn to be discerning. Not every impulse is an intuitive one. Learning to discern true intuition from mere impulse is crucial. This discernment is sharpened by continuously engaging with our inner self, questioning and validating our feelings against our experiences. As we reach the end of this first part, I invite you to consider how intuition currently plays a role in your life. Is it a loud force or a soft murmur? What could you do to amplify its voice? The symphony of the soul, cultivating and strengthening our intuitive capacity. As we progress further into unraveling the mysteries of our innate intuition, let us shift our focus towards cultivating and strengthening this profound inner resource. Intuition, like any skill, can be honed and enhanced through deliberate practice and attention. This part of our exploration will guide you on how to deepen your connection with your intuitive powers, transforming it from a whisper to a clear, guiding voice. To begin enhancing your intuition, it is essential to recognize that it thrives in an environment of openness and receptivity. This means creating a lifestyle that supports quietude and introspection. You might wonder, what practical steps can I take to foster such an environment in my daily life? It starts with simplifying your surroundings and commitments. A cluttered life reflects a cluttered mind, and a cluttered mind stifles intuition. Consider the nature of water. When it is turbulent, it becomes difficult to see through. Yet, when it is calm and still, clarity emerges. Similarly, when our lives are overloaded with noise, be it physical, emotional, or digital, our intuitive insights become muddled. Begin by reducing unnecessary distractions. This might mean decluttering your living space, limiting time spent on electronic devices, or even reassessing your social engagements. What elements of your life could be simplified to better support your intuitive development? Next, it is crucial to deepen your emotional intelligence. Intuition is closely linked to our ability to understand and manage our emotions. By becoming more aware of and adept in handling our emotional landscape, we enhance our intuitive clarity. Emotional intelligence involves more than just recognizing your feelings. It also encompasses your reactions to those emotions. How do you typically respond to what you feel? Do you allow yourself to fully experience your emotions, or do you tend to suppress them? Engaging regularly in practices that promote emotional awareness can be transformative. Journaling is a particularly effective tool. It allows for a deeper exploration of your emotions and thoughts, providing insights that might not be apparent in the rush of daily life. Additionally, practices like yoga and mindful breathing not only reduce stress but also attune you to the subtler signals your body sends, which are often carriers of intuitive messages. Another powerful method to strengthen your intuition is through the practice of visualization. Visualization is not just about seeing an outcome but immersively experiencing it with all your senses. This practice can be particularly effective before making decisions. By visualizing different outcomes, you can tune into how each scenario feels, allowing your intuition to indicate which path may be more aligned with your highest good. Have you ever visualized a decision before making it and found that the imagined outcome significantly influenced your final choice? Furthermore, cultivating a regular connection with nature can profoundly amplify your intuitive abilities. Nature inherently operates through intuitive processes. It doesn't strive or force, yet everything is accomplished. By spending time in nature, whether it's a daily walk in the park or occasional escapes into the wilderness, you harmonize your energy with these intuitive processes. How often do you allow yourself to be in nature, to listen to its subtle lessons and align with its effortless unfolding? As we conclude this second part, I invite you to reflect on the relationship between your environment and your intuitive clarity. Consider the spaces, both physical and emotional, that you occupy. Are they conducive to intuitive whispers? How might you alter these environments to better nurture your inner guidance? Echoes of the unseen. Learning to trust and act on your intuition. Building upon our understanding and enhancement of intuition, let's now delve into perhaps the most critical aspect: trusting and acting upon these intuitive signals. Trusting your intuition is a leap of faith. It requires you to believe in the guidance of an unseen, often unexplainable inner voice. This part of our journey focuses on cultivating trust in that voice and learning how to act on it with confidence and wisdom. The foundation of trusting your intuition lies in your relationship with uncertainty. Life is inherently uncertain, and our minds often desire control and predictability. However, intuition often leads us through paths that are not fully visible or predictable. How do you feel about uncertainty? Does it evoke fear, or can you find peace within it? Understanding your relationship with uncertainty is crucial because it directly influences your ability to trust your intuition. One effective way to build trust in your intuition is to start small. Begin by making minor decisions based solely on your intuitive feelings. This could be as simple as choosing a meal at a restaurant or selecting a book to read based on a gut feeling rather than reviews or recommendations. Reflect on these decisions. How often did your intuition lead you right? Over time, these small exercises can help build your confidence in your intuitive judgments, preparing you for bigger decisions. Another powerful approach is to keep an intuition journal. Document instances where you felt a strong intuitive pull, what action you took, and the outcome. Over time, this journal can serve as a tangible proof of your intuitive successes and learnings, encouraging you to trust your intuition more. Have you ever looked back on a situation and realized your first instinct was accurate? Keeping track of such instances can reinforce your trust in your intuitive abilities. Acting on intuition also involves understanding the difference between fear-driven impulses and genuine intuitive insights. Fear often disguises itself as intuition, leading us to avoid certain actions or decisions. However, true intuition has a different quality. It usually feels right deep within, even if it's accompanied by fear. It's crucial to learn to distinguish this feeling from the paralyzing effect of fear. What does fear feel like in your body compared to intuition? Often, fear is tight and constricting, whereas intuition, even when it's directing you to avoid something, has a more neutral or even expansive quality. Moreover, intuitive living requires patience. The effects of following your intuition might not be immediately apparent. Sometimes the path intuition leads us on unfolds its wisdom over time, revealing its benefits long after the decisions are made. How comfortable are you with waiting to see the results of your choices? It's also important to embrace that intuition can lead to mistakes, or what seem like mistakes. These are not failures but lessons that refine your intuitive abilities. Each misstep provides valuable insights, helping you to fine-tune your ability to listen and trust your inner voice. How do you handle situations when things don't go as expected? Can you see them as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as setbacks? As we wrap up this third part, reflect on how you've interacted with your intuition up to this point. Consider the times you trusted it and the times you didn't. What were the outcomes? Going forward, how can you commit to not only listening to but also trusting and acting on your intuition more consistently? The inner compass, aligning your life with intuitive wisdom. Having explored how to trust and act on our intuition, we now venture into aligning our entire life with this profound inner wisdom. This part discusses how to synchronize your daily actions, decisions, and lifestyle with the intuitive insights you receive, essentially living a life that is deeply rooted in intuitive guidance. Integrating intuition into our daily lives begins with recognizing that every aspect of our existence can be guided by this inner compass. From the relationships we nurture, to the careers we pursue, to the small daily choices we make, everything holds the potential to be enriched through intuitive alignment. What does it look like to make your day-to-day decisions based on intuition? It involves pausing and tuning in regularly, checking in with your inner self before proceeding. A practical step towards this alignment is setting intentions each morning. When you wake, spend a few moments in quiet reflection or meditation, asking your intuition what you need to know or focus on for the day. This practice sets a tone of intuitive awareness for the day, making you more receptive to any intuitive insights that arise as you move through your activities. Furthermore, aligning with your intuitive wisdom also means being honest about which parts of your life are not in sync with your deeper values and truths. This may require you to make difficult decisions, perhaps ending a relationship that no longer serves you, changing a job that doesn't align with your inner calling, or even shifting your lifestyle to better reflect your authentic self. These changes can be challenging, but they are often necessary for true alignment. How prepared are you to make changes in your life based on your intuitive insights? Another key element in living intuitively is consistency in practice. Intuition can become stronger and clearer the more it is acknowledged and acted upon. This means not only listening to your intuition during times of decision-making, but also in everyday scenarios. Whether you're choosing what to eat, how to exercise, or how to spend your free time, ask yourself, what feels right? In addition to personal practices, surrounding yourself with supportive communities that understand and respect intuitive living can greatly enhance your journey. These could be groups focused on spiritual growth, meditation circles, or even online forums dedicated to mindful living. How do your social circles influence your ability to live intuitively? Are they supportive of your journey, or do they challenge the validity of your intuitive insights? Moreover, embracing flexibility and openness to change is crucial in living an intuitively aligned life. Sometimes what our intuition tells us today might differ from yesterday's message. Life is dynamic, and so is our inner wisdom. Being adaptable in your actions and thoughts is essential to effectively follow this ever-evolving guidance. How comfortable are you with change, especially when it is led by your intuition? As we conclude this fourth part, I encourage you to reflect on the areas of your life that might benefit from greater intuitive alignment. Consider what changes might be necessary and how you can begin to implement these changes. Think about the ways in which your daily practices can either support or hinder your intuitive connection.